Hello. It's Monday again, 2nd of February. It's Groundhog Day. Punxsutawney Phil saw a shadow. He's talking about 6 more weeks of winter. You know. I love Groundhog Day just because it's silly. It's got cute little critters involved, and it teases the possibility that winter may end soon, which would suit me fine. But, you know, the earth turns as it turns around the sun, and we get as much winter as we're going to get, you know. So I know it has no basis in reality, but I've always had a fondness for it as just conceptually. Years and years ago, pardon me, I haven't really spoken out loud this morning until just now. So, years ago on Groundhog Day, it must have been 1991, maybe. I went on a Groundhog Day excursion with my magical friend Jake, who passed away. I mentioned him the other day. Would have been his birthday. He had this big Jeep Cherokee from the late 70s. It was beautiful green and white and big as all outdoors, big stick shift, you know. We drove that thing all over. And so one year on Groundhog Day, we met up in the morning, and about 4 other people came with us on that trip. And I took them down to my home county where I'd grown up, and just kind of gave them a tour of this rural, small town environment that had hatched me, you know. And I just have such fond memories of that day. Still, it was a good one. We had adventures, you know. But today, Punxsutawney Phil, the legendary prognosticator, said he saw a shadow 6 more weeks. Today, for the first time, I'm 57 years old, I've become aware that in Canada they also have some sort of small wild creatures like marmots or something that predict the weather. And they said early spring. So, you know, Canada is looking better all the time with, you know, what's going on nationwide in America. So maybe, you know, I'll never abandon Phil. But, you know, I'd take some input from some knowledgeable outsiders, you know what I mean? So anyway, yesterday my friend came over and helped me clean. She did a great job. So my kitchen is almost entirely tidy now, and because, as I predicted, you know, I'm unable to just sit and watch someone else work and not help. So it spurred me to tidy most of my living room. Looks really good. I got the dining room ship shape and vacuumed even. So, you know, it made a 70% improvement on the ground floor of the house, the part that's public. So that's good. But I also, this friend who came to help me, it took her multiple hours longer to get here than we had scheduled. And I have another friend who comes over later in the evening sometimes to watch TV with me, a friend who's recovering from an organ transplant, has moved back to town. And so I had that standing set up, you know, already, thinking that my cleaning friend would be long done and out of here by then, and the 2 times ended up bumping together. And my friend who came over to help me clean, I think, was a little, well, I know she was hurt. I hurt her feelings that I had budgeted some more time after our time, I think, you know, and I get it, but I feel bad about it. I went to bed feeling bad about it because she left with hurt feelings, you know. But that's like part of my whole, you know, it's like I'm not autistic or whatever, but you know, I'm feel like there's a lot of things about me that make me feel like I'm some spectrum adjacent at the very least. You know what I mean? And one of them is it's like I compartmentalize like time in my mind, and it's just like, you know, I have this part here, and then boom, and this part here, and this part, and I guess you know what I mean. And when this part that's supposed to be here, and this part that's supposed to be here, and this one starts here and then continues, it's just like I don't know how to process it, I think. So I feel really bad about it, but I'm going to do better next time to make sure that kind of thing doesn't happen, because I know my friend who helped me clean does not have time management regulation, let's say, down to a science, you know. And I get it, you know. She and I have both been kind of cut off from the outside world, living at home and staying in the house a lot. She doesn't even have a car, so she's trapped in her environment a lot, and it's not a nice environment. So having to send her back to that before she was ready to go, was hurt her feelings, and I apologized, but I still feel bad about it. I don't know. Anyway, I don't ever want to make anybody feel bad. I don't ever want to, you know, take anything from anybody that they're not offering up, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that person. I have been that person in the past, like almost entirely unintentionally, you know, because that's not the kind of person I want to be. And when I find out that I fucked up again, I mean, it hurts my feelings, and, you know, not my feelings, but it makes me feel like shit, let's say that. Anyway, this is getting long because now I'm self-flagellating. A sunny day. What is supposed to be 49 today, 33 out right now. Later this week, 3 days in a row in the 60s, and then 4 days after that in the mid to upper 50s for the highs. So first week of February coming into that, I feel good about it. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go. I hope you have a great day. You know, keep on keeping on. Be here now, and you know, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll be back here tomorrow. I've decided I'm going to try to uniformly post these videos from now on every day and at noon Central Time every day, because I get up a different time every day and then I post them as soon as I get done with them. But my inner weirdo likes consistency and craves it in ways that, it's like little ways like this, I'm able to provide some. So from now on, starting today, I'm going to have these set to where they automatically drop at noon Central Time. So no matter what time that morning I've recorded them, that's when they'll be ready. And again, as I know nobody is watching these and probably never ever will, I know I'm just screaming into the void, but I embrace the void. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. Happy Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.